And it was one of those situations where either I could slide back and risk everything, because I already had some type of motion, you know what I'm saying? Or I could just be like, take it to the chin and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Working with him just made it a lot easier, and because I was really learning from him, bro. Because it feels like he was born with that talent. I'm gonna keep it real, I don't even remember, bro. Like, cause this deal was so fucked up, like it was crazy. We already got shot at, bro. We you know what I'm saying? I already almost got did in. Like, yeah, bro, let's get out of here. Like, it cost me 30 bands to get out of that contract. The world changes every time, like every day. And in the music industry, certain things that would've worked then wouldn't work now.
All right, man. We got a legend in the building.
I appreciate that, yes sir.
What's going on, bro?
We in this motherfucker, bro. How you feeling?
Great. How you living?
Chilling.
Oh, man.
Yes sir.
For sure. You been good though? Everything
Man,
straight with
bro,
you?
I've been great. You know what I'm saying? Your boy been working on new music, hitting the gym and all kinds of shit.
I see you on your fitness.
Man,
shit.
bro, I've been turning up, bro. I was telling the homies and shit. I was like, man, bro, I'm ready to get this body right. So whenever I shoot videos, you ain't gonna see no shirts on, no nothing. I'm gonna be shirtless in every video, bro. Like, I'm gonna be dirt. I swear to God, it's gonna be crazy, man.
Oh man, well, this is the first time we've sat down, so I want to kind of jump all the way to the beginning, and then we'll get back into what's going on now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's an honor, bro. I appreciate you having me for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate you taking time out. So, first off, I mean, just coming up. Were you born in Oklahoma City?
Nah, I was actually born in El Paso, Texas, bro.
Okay.
But I moved over here. Man, shit, I was really back and forth from like when I was born until I was 7. I was like back and forth and shit. And then when I turned 8 is when I like officially moved down here. So I've been here majority of my life. So it's kind of like, this is my home, you know what I mean? I claim this more than I do Texas. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
For sure. So you were on the west side growing up, or?
Man, I was really all over the place, bro. But like really, yeah, the west side. When I first moved down here, I was staying with my grandma's right off the dime. And we was kind of like back and forth at my grandma's, my uncles. And then when I moved back down here, my mom met somebody that's from the South. So we was all over the South side. But you know what I'm saying? Like I had all my cousins over there on the west side, so I wasn't really that much on the South. It was all west side. But
okay,
yeah.
For sure. So, I mean, what kind of kid were you?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was a badass. I was always into some shit, even when I was young, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was short and shit. So like I always felt like I had to prove myself. And the schools that I went to was majority like a black school, and I was the only Mexican, so I was always getting fucked with, you know what I mean? So I was always getting into some shit. But yeah, man, I don't know. I was just little badass kid growing up for sure. Okay. Like the little silver teeth kids for sure.
Okay, yeah. For sure. And so like your family was into music, I guess, a little bit, right? Growing up, you had some uncles rapping and stuff like that.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. How the fuck you know that?
You kind of
like yeah, bro. Nardwar. Damn, that's crazy. That's wild. I ain't talking about that in a minute. Yeah. I had some cousins that I looked up to a lot growing up. You know, cause like I said, I've always been a badass kid, bro. And my family is full of gangbangers, like straight up cholos, essays from Mexico. And I've always wanted to be like them growing up. So everything they did, when they get tatted up all over their bodies, like I was like, man, when I get older, I'm gonna be like that. You know, I'm gonna be the dude with the tat neck, the face tats, and all that. And them gangbanging, I was like, man, I wanna follow in those footsteps, cause I seen the respect that they got, bro. Like everywhere I went, like if I was dating this person or if I met this person, it'd always be like, hey, you related to so and so, right? And I'd be like, yeah, how y'all know them? Like that's crazy. So that I kind of like, I like that, bro, because I wanted to be the person that everybody knew in the city. So everything they did, bro. And one day they took me to a studio. I think it was on the South Side, and they was in the booth going crazy, and I was just like, damn, this is hard, bro. You know what I mean? And so I think that's really what like kind of like got me wanting to like go in the footsteps of rapping and shit. But yeah.
Okay. How old were you when that happened? You remember?
Man, I was probably like 12 or 13,
yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, okay. 13. Yeah, it had to be like around 30 because it was during middle school when that happened. Yeah, like 13, some shit like that.
Yeah, because you had your first kind of success like real early in high school, right?
Yeah, I think it was like freshman year, bro. One of the homegirls put me on to some videographer. Cause I guess she was working for him and they shot a video for me, put it on Facebook, and that shit just went stupid.
That was palm trees, right?
Yeah, yeah. Now you did do your research. Oh shit.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
sure.
bro. Yeah, it was palm trees though. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, at that point, did you have plans of rapping, or it was just some shit to do? I mean,
Hell no, bro. Cause not even like when I recorded Palm Trees, I remember I recorded that in the closet. And before that, I was uploading clips of me like rapping in the back seat on Facebook. And it shit was ass, I ain't gonna lie. Like it was like some old school like, cause I'm telling you, bro, I wanted to be like a gangster rapper, like a Mexican gangster rapper. So the type of music I was putting out was like that style, and I ain't gonna lie, that shit was like hot ass, bro. But people was fucking with it, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. I want to get into a studio, like a real studio. So I was hitting up all kinds of people, just saying like who would put me in, and then this one group decided to fuck with me. They took me into their studio. It was a closet studio, but I mean, it got the job done for sure. Recorded that, put it on SoundCloud, and that's when SoundCloud was booming. Surprisingly enough, it started going crazy, and I was just like, oh shit, maybe I can do something with it.
Yeah.
But I never really thought I was gonna take it serious like that. It was just like, I enjoyed doing it, you know what I mean? So that's really where I went with that. But hell nah, I didn't ever think it was gonna get like this.
There's something about that though. Like I got, young homies, and I try to tell them like when you're in high school, like I don't know what it is, but it's easier to get people to fuck with you.
Bro,
like.
and see, at the time though, nobody was fucking with it. Like in the city, anybody that rap, they was getting clowned. And I'm gonna keep it real, like I feel like I broke down that wall for a lot of people, cause kids my age was trying to rap and they was getting clowned, and so they got to the point where they didn't want to do it no more. But me, I suppressed that. Like I was like, fuck that, y'all could say what y'all want on Facebook, y'all could clown, y'all could do this and that, but we'll see where I'm gonna be at a few years from now. And once people seen that I got through the doubt and actually reached some heights, that's when people was like, okay, maybe we should start supporting the people rapping in class, because you just never know who might make it. Cause I sucked, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I keep it real, like I was ass, like, you know what I'm saying? But somehow I still made it through that. And I feel like that gave a lot of people hope, especially like in school. Cause once I started booming, bro, I think when I really, really started booming, I was 17. That's when I started noticing a lot of younger artists coming out and people actually supporting them. Because that support wasn't around when I was around, bro. I had to fucking, you know what I'm saying? I had to force people, I had to put that music in people's faces. I'm talking about like making posts, tagging 100 people, making group chats with 100 different people, sending it in the group chat saying, hey, I just made this post, y'all go and do y'all thing with it. But yeah, bro, that support definitely wasn't around. But now, I definitely do encourage like a lot of young artists. Like if you're gonna do it now while you in school, bro.
What do you feel like that is? Because I feel like that's a thing that's like unique to Oklahoma almost, as far as like, I was talking to King Spencer about that a couple weeks ago. Like it is still like people, I mean, it's better now, but like, I think I'm a year or two older than you, but like.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Damn, you a year older? Yeah, like 2 years older, yeah.
But like, it wasn't cool. Like you would get clowned,
man,
doing
bro.
anything other than playing sports, basically. What do you feel like that is?
I feel like it's just because Oklahoma's not really known for a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, with sports and with country music, but with rap, no one knows nobody will fucking rap. So it's like for someone to start it is different to everybody, and they don't see the future in it. They don't see the potential in it because they've never seen it before. But now that a lot of artists are actually like coming up and booming, it's kind of like, okay, now it's more familiar to people. Now it makes more sense. Okay, yeah, I see why you're taking those steps, because there is opportunity behind it. And back then, there was no opportunity whatsoever. Like, there was a bunch of old heads that was rapping, but it was like, they wasn't really doing nothing with it, like, at all.
For sure.
Until I, like, you know what I'm saying? Until I came out.
For sure. So let's get into that a little bit. You said a group kind of took you under their wing. Is that was like Youngn and all them?
Nah, okay, so
before that?
Yeah, before then, it was Hunger Mob. Yeah, that's what they was called, Hunger Mob. It was some group from the South Side. So it was my boy Jay Nino, my boy Rude One, Yella. Man, I feel like I'm missing some people. But you know what I'm saying? Those are like the 3 ones that I mainly fucked with at the time. They took me in, they took me to my first show, and it was just really like, they gave me that stepping stone that I needed. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they were always, because I always hung out with older people than me, and I was mad young, and they was like already in their 20s type shit. So, you know, they get their own responsibilities, life gets in between, you know, so it got to a point where I was kind of like, either I could keep waiting, or I could just like say, take the sacrifice and be like, fuck, I have to invest in myself now and just do my own thing. Which they was always understanding with that, which was, you know, like, I showed mad love to them for that. And it was never like no hard feelings on none of that. But yeah, so that was the first group. When I started fucking with Youngn, I had already knew about him like years back. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always known in the city, like I was all over the place. So I always knew about him, and I actually like made some songs with him before we got into a group. But yeah, so me and him, we got into that group like years later type shit. I was like probably like 17.
Okay, because that was around the time it kind of started picking up for you again, right?
Yeah, cause it was me and him. We did a song. Man, it was like some lowrider song. I ain't gonna lie, my shit was ass, bro. That shit was horrible, bro. I mean, my part was. But I mean, I was still trying to find myself, like, as far as like an artist. Because I didn't have my sound yet. I was still navigating through different flows, different sounds, trying to see like what worked and what didn't. And that for sure.
That's something I noticed doing research. I know you said you were into like the Chicano kind of vibe back in the day.
Yeah, bro. I'm talking about I was walking around with Diggies on, fucking all the way up to my chest, fucking bandana on and everything. People don't know that, bro. Like, you look at me now, see the way that I dress, you wouldn't even think the type of person I was back in the day is who I am now, bro. Yeah. Shit's funny as hell.
Okay, for sure. So, I mean, kind of talk about that time. I mean, as far as, you know, you were rapping with Youngn and what is her name?
Castelline. Yeah. Man, they was my dogs, bro. Like, I'm talking about, I was at their crib all the time. Cause like my crib, a lot of bullshit was going on in my crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some times where you just don't want to be at the house. So you're like, man, fuck it.
Especially when you're 16.
Yeah, stay away from the bullshit, bro. So I was always at bro's crib. And we had a studio that we was going to off the dime. And then he bought a studio equipment at his crib. And we was just recording like damn near every day. And you know what I'm saying? We ended up finding a producer too. And he was making beats for us on the spot. So it was like everything was like right there for us already. Like it made making music a lot easier, especially because bro lived like, I guess like a 10-minute walk from me. So it just like, you know, shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, for sure. Cause yeah, I feel like people don't even realize kind of before the whole, you know, before you linked up with Pwap, you had a whole, you know, a whole career.
Man, bro, like it's crazy. Like if you really do your research, bro, I really did. Like people out there, they really do their research. I really did do a lot before it was like really started going out there and shit like that. Like I was really doing shows already. I was fucking with this group, putting music out on Facebook. And I did have like a lot of YouTube music videos too that I put out that I ended up taking down because it just like shit was ass. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did do a lot, bro, for sure.
For sure. One thing that stood out to me that I didn't even know about was the song I did with Yella Beezy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm tripping, was Mo 3 in that music video? No. In some clips?
So look, check this out. So, cause you know, bro got money like a motherfucker, Youngn. So he was always like if a artist came into the city, he would like cop a feature, and if I was lucky enough, he would have me like, hey bro, like throwing the verse or throwing the hook. So he definitely he did a song. He got a feature from Yella Beezy, Mo 3, Tech from Baton Rouge, Main music, really like a shitload of artists, bro. But yeah, I definitely got to do a song with Yella Beezy. Yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Cause it was like that was like my first time actually meeting like a big artist at the time. Cause that's when he dropped
On Me.
On Me. I think that's when. Yeah. No, Up One.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's when he first dropped that shit. So when he first came in that motherfucker, I was like, this is crazy as hell. Like, and I had Pwap with me too. Cause at this time I was trying to get Pwap into the group with me and Youngn. And so I always had him like around with me. And yeah, I remember when Yella Beezy walked in, he looked at Pwap and me and was like, the fuck are these niggas? Like, who the fuck are these? Like, you know, like he looked at us and like, he wanted to spit on us type shit.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, that's wild, bro. But then he went in there and he heard my verse, my hook, and he was fucking with it tough. And I was like, damn, that's crazy, bro. Like, he was turned. And then, like, shit like that was really like motivating me, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like seeing all these different artists that he was getting featured from that had already had a name, and every time they heard my part, they were just like, hey, he different. He different. Even though I look back at it and I listen to him like that shit is ass, like that shit suck. But them saying that, bro, like kind of like lit a fire in me for sure.
You could kind of tell though, like you had some, you know what I mean? Like even though you were trying to work it out, like
yeah,
you could tell like I don't know, some people got it, and
I think it was just that confidence, bro. Cause I've always felt like I was gonna be somebody since a kid, bro. Like I could never understand the feeling though, but it was just like some main character type shit. Like I feel like I'm a main character, and since a kid, I don't know. So like every time I was in the studio, I wasn't afraid to step out of my comfort zone to see what worked and what didn't. And I think that definitely stood out to like a lot of people.
Okay, for sure. So the Hella Clout came out before you and Pwap started making music?
Yeah.
Okay. So kind of talk about that whole,
Man, I recorded that song at Young's crib in his living room. And I remember this was around the time, cause I'm real big on researching music, seeing what's popping, what's trending, what works, what doesn't. So at the time, YB and the Mirror was booming. And I was like, okay, he's young, I'm young. Let me do a song kind of similar to that. Cause obviously if you fuck with that, you might fuck with this. So I recorded a song that kind of was like within that range. And then I shot a music video for it with one of the homies. And it's crazy because the video didn't go how I planned it to be, bro. Because all the homies were supposed to be in it, everybody from the gang and all that. Then everybody bullshitted last minute. So since I had some type of like motion on Facebook, I made a post saying, fuck it, anybody could be in the video. I'm gonna pull up to Northwest class and y'all pull up and show out. So boom, I pulled up to Northwest class and that shit was booming, bro. Like there was all kinds of kids there and all that. And I was like, fuck it, everybody get in the video. So we shot the video. And then I just uploaded it on my page, and next thing you know, fucking WorldStar hits me up like 3 months later, and was like, "Hey, we want to re-upload it for you, but on our page." And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy. That's fire, bro." I thought it was a fake email for a second. I was sitting there, but it was like 3 a.m. I was laying on the ground and shit. I was looking at this bitch. I was like, "Man, this shit this got to be fake." And I just kept putting my phone down, picking it up. I'm like, "Nah, hold up, bro, because I don't want to miss out on this opportunity." And shit turned out it was real.
Okay, for sure. Because it did numbers on your page first, and then
I did like 200K, 250, some shit like that, or 100K, some shit like that. Yeah.
But I mean, that's hella on.
Yeah, bro. Page. Yeah, and it's crazy, bro. Cause like to this day, I always hear people talking about like, you pay for your views to get up. You pay for your views. That's why you got this many views. That's why. Bro, I was 17, worked at Long John Silver's. Broke than a motherfucker, bro. I did not pay for I didn't even know how that shit worked, bro. I didn't even know how to upload videos on YouTube for real. I was just, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, bro. I mean, it does get to a point where you do have to pay for like ads and shit like that, but it's like, I was making 100K, 200K, 500K by myself before I was dropping good music. You know what I'm saying? But it just comes with it, bro, for real.
For sure. So talk about kind of the situation you end up getting into with WorldStar from that video?
Man, so they had sent me an email saying that, you know, they wanted to re-upload it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I messaged them back saying, yeah, I'm interested. And I hopped on a phone call with one of the scouts that had reached out to me. And he just told me how the whole process went. And so I had to hurry up and find a manager, because I was like, I don't know shit about this contract, like, at all. Like, you know, and I'm not even finna read through it. But I found a manager, which was one of my uncles. I guess he didn't really know about the thing either. Like, I thought he did, because he made it sound like he did. But so I went ahead and signed it. And it turned out they put me in like a 360 deal. And I got fucked from that moment. But I didn't know, bro, until years later. But yeah, so they had me on a contract with them. They said if this song does good, we'll do another one, and we'll just do another one, and you just keep signing contracts back to back. I was like, shit, fuck it. So when they uploaded it, it didn't do as good as they expected it, but it did like 500K. And then they were like, you know what, we'll still give you another chance. We'll go ahead and do another song with you. And I think that's when I did a song with Pwap and put him on there. Okay,
so you were basically like signing single deals, I guess?
Yeah, bro. I think that's what it was. I'm gonna keep it real, I don't even remember, bro. Like, 'cause this deal was so fucked up. Like, it was crazy. But I mean, that shit, yeah.
Just as far as like the percentages, or what you mean? Like,
the percentages, how much they was taking, and the rights, that, because they had it down to where like they was writing the music, they was paying for the music videos. Basically, all I did was just show up in the videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird. The contract was fucked up. And then when I tried to get out of the contract, they said that I owed them like 300 songs, something like that. Yeah, because and then the songs that I did with Pwap didn't even count because he was in the video. So it was weird, bro. I don't know. They try to do me dirty for no. They try to catch my soul, bro. They try to, lock me down for life. That shit was crazy, but yeah, thank God I got out of that.
No, for sure. I mean, that's what happens when, you know, you don't know what you're doing and somebody throws you an opportunity.
Man, all they said was, we could fly you out of Cali. I was like, shit, you ain't gotta say nothing. I ain't never been to Cali before. Hold on, let me see. Let me mark my shit in blood, bro.
For sure. So, and that's kind of around the time that you got locked in with Pwap?
So check this out. So I had shot Clout and I put that out. And you know what I'm saying? When you start booming, bro, you could start feeling like the change in the weather. You could notice, you start noticing little things from different people and shit like that. And so I had been fucking with Pwap already for years. Like, that was my boy since 6th grade. I'm talking about like my best friend. And so whenever I dropped Clout, you know what I'm saying, I started becoming the face of the city, the first person to make it on WorldStar. People were talking about me in a good way, in a bad way. And I don't know, I just started noticing like a lot of like changes in the area, bro, the people around me. And we ended up moving to like deep north side. And I had let my peoples know, you know, Youngn and them, I was just like, hey man, just to let y'all know, I'm not gonna be coming around that much because I had to drop out of school. I got 2 jobs. I'm broke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have the time like that. And then Pwap, he lived closer to me. So at this time, we was going to the same school. So, you know, like a lot of me fucking with Pwap was a lot more convenient, you know what I'm saying, than me going all the way to the south side and then and fucking with Youngn, like as much as I was before. And so me and Pwap, we was going to the studio back to back. And you know, like on the outside looking in, it kind of looked like I stopped fucking with Youngn to fuck with Pwap. And, you know, people started talking. I don't know, people got in his ear, and then shit just started like, it really fused like some bullshit for real that wasn't even true. And, you know, unfortunately, I ended up falling out with bro. We got into it. And that's when I was just like, okay, you know what? Since me and Pwap already got something going on, let me just put my all into me and him. And that's when me and him started dropping music like back to back, like crazy.
But and people were kind of feeling some type of way about?
Yeah, cause I mean, it's understanding, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had made it on WorldStar. Then a few weeks or a month later, I fall out with my homies, but now I'm making music with somebody else that nobody's ever heard of. But in reality, this dude's been around. You know what I mean? So on the outside looking in, it looks like that, and it's crazy, bro. Cause like, this really showed me a lot. Cause I was having people that I haven't heard from in years, even grown motherfuckers, bro, hit me up talking about, hey, you fake, you weird. And I'm just like, bro, this, even to me and bro, this Fallout, this situation has nothing to do with y'all. So why you in my business type shit? And so yeah, it really just showed me like how fucked up this game is for real. You know, me and bro, we cool now. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk a lot and shit, but it's like that whole situation really taught me a lot for real. Like, just shit, like you gonna go through a lot of shit. Like, you motherfuckers gonna talk regardless, bro. Like, if you're doing something good or not. And people gonna always make their own assumptions. People gonna always tell their own stories. Either you can feed into it, you can just say, it's cool. Don't even gotta explain yourself. But yeah, that's really how that shit went down for real.
What was the first song that y'all dropped? Went straight to WorldStar?
Nah, we was dropping just like regular tracks because we didn't have the bread for videos just yet. So we was doing we dropped a few singles, and that's when I realized that how strong like the bond that we had was, bro. Cause like the first day we went into the studio, I had already had a song written down. And I told him, I was like, hey, you know, if you could write a verse and just go in there and record your shit, you know, we'll knock that out. So I went and recorded my verse, and he's never been to a studio before. So the second he went in the booth and he started laying his verse down, like, bro, you could hear it in his voice, like he was made for this shit. And luckily enough, bro, I got clips of it, you know what I'm saying? And I stood there, bro, and I looked, because there was a mirror in between where I was and the room that he was in recording. I looked at him and I started looking at my engineer, and I was just like, bro, he cold as fuck. Like, how he got that voice already, like he just, and I don't even think he wrote it, bro. I think he just had like verses memorized in his head, and he was like, oh, this shit fits here. Just went in and just laid that bitch down. And I was like, bro, I don't know if he knows it. I don't know if you know it. Shit, I don't even know if I know it myself, but this shit finna change us, bro. This shit is finna change the game. And it was crazy, bro, because that was his birthday, and he didn't even know it was his birthday that day. Until he looked at the time, he was like, oh shit, bro, it's my birthday. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, bro, we recorded, I think 2 or 3 songs that day too, and I was just like, this is crazy, bro. I even texted him later that night, and I got the screenshots and everything still. I said, hey, bro, I'm gonna keep it real. You know, I don't got much to offer. I don't got a lot of bread, but whenever I do have the bread, I'm gonna make sure that I invested in both of us. You believe, you keep faith in me, and I promise you, bro, a year from now, our lives is gonna change. And literally exactly a year, bro, our life changed. He turned, cause that night he turned 17. And then a year later, he turned 18 in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's just crazy. Like, just the fact that I knew that night was special, bro. Cause I, like, just hearing him in that booth, I was just like, yeah, bro, we're not gonna be here for that long, like that much longer at all, bro.
Okay, so that was what, 2018?
Yeah, 2018, yeah. Cause I turned 19 that year. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
For sure. So, where did that sound come from that y'all were using at that time? Cause that was, I mean,
see, whenever we,
like, that was y'all sound, you know what I mean?
Yeah, whenever I got comfortable with a sound, I really learned that shit from him, bro. Cause I got comfortable with the sound whenever we first recorded Spazzin. And that day, I remember he wrote his verse and he rapped it for me. And I was like, damn, bro, like you could rap like a mother, like fast and all kinds of shit. And I was like, man, I need to match that. So I was really like thinking hard into the shit that I was writing, how fast I was saying it. And really from then on, bro, I was just learning from him. when he was changing his styles, I tried to adapt to that. Cause I was like, cause he was more in tune with like, I already knew about trends, like what's trending and what's popping and what like whatever. But he was really into it, like deeper than I was. And he was catching on to new artists like this. So he was like, hey bro, this sound right here is gonna be the next thing. And I was like, you think so? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, all right, so you do your thing, bro, and I'll just catch on to you. I'll feed off of your energy. And that's really how it just went, bro. Like he was really just teaching me all cause I'm telling you, like I was navigating through different sounds, seeing what fit me better, what worked better, what sounded better. And working with him just made it a lot easier. And cause I was really learning from him, bro. Cause it feels like he was born with that talent. And with me, I feel like I had to like learn it and work on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he just made that shit a lot easier for me, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the energy and the cadence and all that.
I'm telling you, bro, like if you listen to my old shit, it was ass, bro. And like the energy wasn't there at all. Like, and I felt like I was just saying shit just to say shit, like just to rhyme. But when I started hearing the way he was doing it, the punchlines, the metaphors, the similes, like all that shit, bro. Like I really learned a lot of that from him, cause like people like I feel like he's underestimated, like big time, bro. Cause the shit that we have in the vault, I still ain't heard nobody in the city get down like that, bro. And that's the only person I could say that probably matches energy like him is Too Fat, bro. I could see the similarities like a motherfucker. Like it's crazy, bro. Cause I hear Too Fat shit, and then I hear the shit that we have in the vault with Pwap, and I'm just like, these motherfuckers right here, the ones, bro. Like they're literally, when it comes to like rap, bro, them the ones, for real. Like I don't think I know anybody in the city that could rap like both of them at all. And the fact that I'm not even putting myself in that category, bro, says a lot, bro. Like why would I lie? You know what I mean? Nah, yeah, but Pwap, yeah, he's definitely underestimated, and everything that I have about me with music really comes from him, for real.
Okay, so talk about when you guys kind of start picking up traction together. I mean, I assume it came from the first video that was on WorldStar, right?
Yeah, shit, what was the first one that we did? What was it, Nah, it wasn't Spazzin.
I don't even hear, let me see, I can try to see what was first.
It might have been No Hook.
That's what I thought, but I don't wanna lie. That was the first one I saw for sure. And I didn't even realize y'all were from Oklahoma when I saw it.
For real?
Yeah.
Was you into it like how you is right now? Like you had some type of like motion going on like this?
Not like this, but
like you had like
here though.
Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure.
I'm from Lawton, so
like you had like a page and all that.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
oh
definitely,
shit, that's what's up.
Definitely.
Damn.
So that, like I said, I saw that. That was the one where you were on the thumbnail, right? Like screaming.
Yeah, where they fucked me up. Yeah, they had me fucked up. But yeah, so it had to have been No Hook, cause I remember, bro, the whole story behind that was just crazy. Cause I had just got set up by my homies, and man, I don't even want to get into that because it's kind of like dry snitching, but I almost got did in, bro, on camera, and yeah, it's crazy, like some shit you probably don't even know, like you probably heard about it a little bit.
Yeah, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
Yeah.
I like, you know what I'm saying, almost got did in, and somehow, cause it wasn't even them that uploaded the video, it was some other folks. You know what I'm saying? People probably saying videos here and there and shit like that. Some other folks uploaded trying to be on some like clout chasing shit. And the way they did that, bro, it kind of backfired. Cause I guess they didn't really realize the type of guy, like the type of person I am in the city. Cause like I said, bro, like I'm connected with the Crips, the Bloods, the you know, the South Side of the Centrales, like everywhere, bro. I'm literally, I fuck with every hood. And it's been like this since I was young. And so when they uploaded this, bro, everybody was coming at them like, who these people who are like, wow, why you ain't tell us about this? Cause when that shit went down, I didn't tell nobody, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I took it to the chin, cause like, it was bound to come back to me, cause I done did people like that before. So it's kind of like, it's part of the game. You know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You really can't do much about it. And it was one of those situations where either I could slide back and risk everything, cause I already had some type of motion, you know what I'm saying? Or I could just be like, fuck it, take it to the chin, and it is what it is. Yeah. And that's the route I went. But
so it was like a situation where they were they were coming for N7, or they were coming for like you know what I mean? Like,
and that's the
like it was on some cloud chasing, like
that's
he's
the
a
big
popping rapper thing, or what?
That's the big question, cause they my dogs. These are dudes that I looked at as my brothers. I got 2 of them in a music video with me that's out. And the other one, you know, I've shot him out in old songs and shit like that. Got pictures with them in the hood, you know what I'm saying, corner stores and all that. Like, these my dogs. So the way that shit went, it was out the blue. And it was kind of like, the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a bitch, you know what I mean? I'm not a pussy. Like, if we have to go that route, I guess, you know what I'm saying? We go get it handled, squash it afterwards, and we cool. But shit hit left real quick. Second I got there, and you know what I'm saying? It was 3 of my boys. The dude that I was riding with, he let it happen instead of like trying to like come. You know what I'm saying? So like I learned a lot just from that situation alone. But so whenever, you know, that shit surfaced on the internet, I was getting phone calls from Bloods, Crips, Southsiders, Centrales, my people saying, bro, what we doing? Like, what are we doing? Some of them knew where these people stayed. Some of them, hey, bro, like, I'm literally down the street right now. Let me know what we doing. It's cool, bro. Like, just let it be. Just let it be. Just fuck it. You know what I'm saying? My uncles, they was going. You know what I'm saying? My uncles, bro, they really into this shit, bro. Like, the people that know my family, bro, my family tree, you know, they know that my people don't play like that. And shit, even my mom damn near went gangster too. You know what I'm saying? Cause my mom's a real gangster too, bro. A real West Side gangster. And she damn near fell in her roots. She was damn near ready to make phone calls too. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like everything was really on my call. But I was like, it's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause at the end of the day, I still looked at them as my brothers. And it's kind of stupid, you know what I'm saying? Because it could have been like, nah, fuck that shit. They did you dirty, bro. Fuck that brother shit out the window. It's cool, bro. Like I said, it was bound to come back to me one way or another. And I already had some shit going for myself. So everybody was checking in on me. Pwap was pissed off. He's like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like, why you ain't tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been there with you, bro. Make sure shit didn't go like that. Cause, you know, Pwap knew them too. And I said, nah, it's cool, bro. Fuck it. It is what it is. We'll just keep it pushing. And we had a music video lined up. I think it was either that week or the week after. He was telling me, he's like, bro, are you still good to shoot a video? You know, cause you got pretty fucked up. And I was all like, bro, I think this is the best time to shoot a music video. Like, we should take advantage of this now, bro, cause everybody's showing love. Everybody's tapping in with me. Like, it just makes sense to shoot a video. So we shot the music video, bro. And what was crazy was the dude that shot the video for us, he charged us $800 that we didn't have. But one of my boys at the time, my cousin, Sway, that's my dog, bro, since the womb, literally like my dog. He was working in oil field at the time, and he was like, bro, don't even sweat it. Gave me the $800, bro. I'm like, damn, for real? He's like, yeah, bro. You ain't got to pay me back. You ain't got none of that. He's like, do it, bro. I believe in you. And when he gave me that bread, bro, I was like, that's wild, bro. Like, for you to believe in me that much, like that means something. Paid the video, bro. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to, but it was dope ass quality, and the song was cool for its time. And then the motion behind it, the story behind it, and then we got shot at the end of the video.
Okay, that was no hook, huh?
Yeah, that was no hook.
Okay.
So just literally that whole video, everything that happened, the story behind that video, bro, was just crazy. Like, everything was bound to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just worked out perfectly.
Thanks.
In the worst way. Literally, bro. Because we got shot at the music video, then we got arrested for getting shot at, and it was just it was crazy, bro.
Did that change the way you felt about like being in the city and you know?
It definitely did, bro. Cause even just that situation with my boys, my old homies, it definitely made me feel like I couldn't trust nobody. Cause I had just fell out with Youngn and them too at that time, so I was already into it with this group, and then now I'm into it with this group. Then people that I don't even know is talking shit about me on the internet, trying to clown me, saying this and that. So it was just like, yeah, bro, I need to get the fuck out the city. Cause the song is doing good. Even though I'm getting a lot of love from everybody, it's still a lot of hate in the city. And now I know that people are gonna try to test me, test my gangster, test, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you wanna be a rapper? All right, let me get some type of clout off of you. You know what I mean? So it definitely made the drive even stronger. Cause I was just like, yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here ASAP, bro. Cause nigga, we already got shot at, bro. We you know what I'm saying? I already almost got did in. Like, yeah, bro, let's get out of here. Like, we gotta keep recording. We gotta do something, bro. Cause something gonna work. This already working, but we gotta do something that's gonna take us to the next level.
So is that when y'all went to Cali?
Nah, we dropped another video, which was Doubt the Gang. And that one didn't do that good. I'm pretty sure I got like 700 or 800K or something like that. But WorldStar wasn't fucking with it. And so they wasn't trying to fuck with us again. Cause like I guess they already figured we already got you on a fucked up contract. You know, you're not even worth like working with again. So it's just like, we're gonna just blow you off. And y'all probably don't even know what the contract said anyways. So they wasn't trying to work with us after Doubt the Gang, but then we recorded Spazzin, and then I kept blowing up the scout that had signed me. And I was just like, bro, please just fuck with us one more time. Like, you know what I'm saying? If this song don't do good, then you don't have to fuck with us again. He was like, all right, bet. The song and the video don't look strong enough, but I mean, we'll still upload it. Bro, they uploaded it with the wrong names, or like on the title, the YouTube title, and you could just tell that they didn't even try to promote it. But within like a week or so, that shit like hit almost 1 million views. And we already had labels hitting us left and right, and it was just like, and this was all before the year ended. This probably like November, something like that. And we were just like, damn, this is crazy, bro. Like, we didn't expect for it to go like this, bro. Cause I still don't feel like that's WAP's part, but like I didn't feel like that's my strongest song at all.
Spazzin?
Yeah. So I like, you know what I'm saying? I look back and I listen to it, I'm like, the shit that I said sounds corny as fuck. Like some of it don't even fucking make sense. Yeah. It was just me just trying to like match the energy with WAP. And you know what I'm saying? We was getting calls left and right. Then I hit a WorldStar, I think like 2 weeks later, and told them like, hey, you know, can we still work? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then they wasn't answering for a few days, and then finally they answered, and it was like, wow, we just seen how good the video is doing. I'm like, bro, you haven't been keeping up. Like, that's how I knew they wasn't worried about us no more. And they were just like, yeah, of course we could keep working. But then we got the phone call to go to LA. And it was just a management team out in LA, and they were just like, you don't have to sign with us, you don't have to do none of that. We just want to bring you out here so you can see what we have to offer. Yeah. And that's what was like, shit, that's enough. Well, it ain't gonna hurt us to fucking go out of LA for like, you know, like for like a few days and then just come back if we don't like it. But no, they took care of us, bro. And then it went from 3 days to fucking 3 months, and we didn't come back at all. For real, bro. We was like, fuck that. Cause I think WAP, they had just ran, right before that, WAP was at a crib and they just ran up in it and aired that bitch out. And we were just like, yeah, bro, fuck that. Like, I almost got killed. We just got shot at. You just got shot at in the crib that you was in. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. What are we doing here? You know what I mean? It wouldn't hurt us to go see what they got for us. You know what I mean? So that's how that shit went. Okay, for sure. So y'all end up signing the management deal with them, I guess? Yeah, bro. As soon as we got there, they had us in the hills, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't never. I ain't never seen palm trees before in my life. I ain't never been in a plane in my life. So being up that high, I was already like, bro, they could ask for my soul, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking give it to them, bro. This is already crazy. And yeah, bro. So as soon as we got there, and they was telling us like some good shit, you know what I mean? So it was like on top of like the way they're taking care of us, and then the deal sounds right with them, you know, it makes sense for us to sign. And it was a huge risk that we took because we were leaving back alive, bro. And we didn't even prepare to be there for longer than 3 days. We only packing up for 3 days, and you know what I'm saying? It ended up just being fucking 3 months. And then we came back and visited, but we ended up living there for like 2 years, 3 years, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that shit went.
Okay. And so labels calling, I'm sure y'all going to meetings and, you know, everything like that. What was that process like as far as, you know?
We, they really took care of like a lot of that for us.
Okay.
Cause we didn't.
They kind of shopped you
Yeah,
around?
we didn't really know shit. So they were the ones, cause we have 3, it's not really managers, but we call them managers cause that's, you know, out of respect, but they are our partners. And they were the ones that was going to different, and I'm talking about we had a bunch of bread like laid on the table, like ready. And it was just like, nah, bro, because what they're asking for is too much. And we don't really know that much right now, you know what I mean? But then we ended up getting hit by Empire out in San Francisco. And the things they were telling us, they was like, oh, you were saying all the right things. It's not as much bread, but y'all saying all the right things. And they was taking care of us too, so it was just like, it made more sense to go with them, you know what I mean? Because it was more of a partnership instead of being signed by a major label, because we still had all the freedom, all the rights and all that.
Yeah, because that's publishing. Just
yeah, publishing, yeah. So it was basically like, here's a loan, pay us back.
Yeah.
However, we don't care how you make the money back, just pay us back. And that's really what it was. Like, you still have all your rights, all that. We won't control how you make your music, all that. Just do what you got to do.
So, is everything already settled with WorldStar by that point?
Oh, bro, man, that shit was a motherfucker, bro. It cost me 30 bands to get out of that contract. Right before I even seen any bands, bro. You know what I mean? Like, right before I seen any type of bands, there was already like 30 bands to get out of it.
Damn.
And it was a whole year of going back and forth with lawyers. So we didn't drop no music. Like, soon as we went out there, bro, it was the beginning of, 2018? From 2018 to 2019, we only dropped 1 song. And that was because lawyers were going back and forth. And, you know, at that point, we was losing, like, motion, I guess. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't drop for so long, shit dies down, bro. That's just how the game goes. But we were like, fuck it, bro. We need to at least drop 1 song with WorldStar. Fuck it. If it makes the contract even more difficult, fuck it, bro, because we need to put something out. And that's when we dropped On God. And they didn't do, they did cool, like 700K, something like that. Yeah, it's crazy, bro, because I say that, but it's like,
it didn't do what stuff happened.
Yeah, it's just, I had already got accustomed to seeing that milli from fucking Spaz, and I'm just like, I want every song to be a million, and I wanted that 700K to be on, at least on my channel, my Minor Watch channel. But WorldStar was just making it difficult, bro. So it was just like lawyers going back and forth for a whole year. And that was a motherfucker, bro. Like, man, 30K, bro. That damn near shit myself when I heard that, bro. I was just like, bro, I don't even have 30K. I don't even have half of that, half of that.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. But I mean, yeah, I definitely got out of that shit fast.
Okay, so then you guys end up in the Empire deal. That was just for the tape, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that time, what do you feel like like you said, the hype kind of died down a little bit because you weren't able to drop shit. So, I mean, what were you feeling as far as, the...
Man, I'm not gonna lie.
Where you guys were at?
It was a blessing to be where we was at, but it was kind of hard to enjoy it. Because it was like, at that time, I was the man of my house. And you know what I'm saying? I had to leave that behind. And it was kind of hard to enjoy this luxurious life. 'Cause I'm talking about living on the hills, riding Suburbans around the city, going to these business meetings, eating fucking $1,000 meals almost every night or like 3 times a week. How do I enjoy this when my people still in the hood back home? When I was the one providing for them. And it's kind of like, so like that whole year, we didn't have no bread to our name. We were basically just getting taken care of by my peoples. So it's like, it's not like I had money to send back home right away. You know what I mean? Like, make sure they was good. So that was always in the back of my head. It was kind of hard to enjoy everything like 100% and be fully invested in the music because mentally I just wasn't prepared, bro. Because I was more focused on just like my peoples back home. But Man, that shit was that life was man. If I was back in that same position right now, bro,
do it different.
Man, bro, I'd be play as fuck, bro. Like that shit, I'd be showing ass 24/7, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Cause now my people is good. You know what I mean? Mentally, I know exactly how I want shit to go and how I would go about things. So it's like now I'm just preparing myself for that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause it's like I'm restarting again. And it's just like trying to get to that point. But I know it's gonna come. Like, I give it like before the end of this year, bro.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
Okay, for sure. So, I guess in the middle of that, like putting together the tape and, signing the Empire, that's kind of when Corona hit, right? That was like the beginning of 2020?
Man, bro, every time I hear Corona, that shit make me like pissed, bro. Yeah, because it was, so when our contract was settled with WorldStar, that was in 2019 already. And we had, what did we do? So we was dropping some songs. They was doing, like it was doing cool.
Like on y'all's YouTube at that point, right?
Yeah, at our YouTube. So we had dropped Big West, Big Nose, like a few songs and shit. And they was all doing cool, like from 250 range to 700 range, like shit like that was doing cool. And we was back on the road, like, we was having motion. We was going to South by, we was doing shows for Red Bull, we was doing shows for Empire out in San Francisco. Like we was doing like a lot of shit. And it was big for the city, bro, because people like hadn't seen that. People hadn't seen artists, especially our age, out of Oklahoma doing this and doing that. And I knew, bro, what we had going on was bigger than just in the city, because when we would go to Texas or when we go to LA, I was getting recognized. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, bro, this is crazy. Like, y'all know, are you sure you know me? Like, are you sure you're not confusing me with somebody else? And they were like, yeah, bro, fuck you. And they started rapping my songs. I'm like, this is crazy, bro. Like, this is wild. Because it wasn't even just young people. It was older people too, and that's what was throwing me off, bro. And when we would do shows, like I said, I didn't really like my music, like as far as my parts, because like I was still getting accustomed to that sound and I was still trying to find my voice. But when other people would rap my lyrics and shit, or they would tell me like, bro, you're the hardest Mexican rapper, you're like, you know what I'm saying? And I'd just be like, that's crazy, bro. Like, this is wild to me. Like, it still didn't even feel real. And but yeah, for that whole year, we were just going crazy. And then we met a lot of big ass artists too. And I think I was still trying to like kind of find my confidence as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because I still get stage fright every now and then. Or I hop in the booth and I'd freeze up when there's like a bunch of people in the studio and I'm like, fuck, bro, I already know I'm finna lay some trash. Like, this is bad, bro. And then for 2020, we had plans already. We were supposed to go on tour with either Schoolboy Q or DaBaby. Then we had like 10 slots at South by. Then we were supposed to go to fucking Coachella, or I think it was Coachella or Rolling Stone. It was Rolling Loud. It was one of those two.
Yeah.
So we had this year prepared, but like we was ready to take off. Like it was like raps, bro. Like we already had the plan. And one of my managers, he's plugged in with all the big labels. Like he's a well-known PR. And so this shit was, we came back to visit the family and stuff, and then, because we were supposed to be gone for the whole year, then the next thing you know, little by little, things was getting canceled. We was like, what the fuck is going on in the world, bro? And they were talking about Corona, COVID, and we were just like, bro, it felt like the world was ended.
Yeah. And
we were like, this is crazy. Like, shit is getting like, it seems like it's getting serious. And then my manager was like, nah, don't worry about it. It will probably be good in a month. Whatever. Then the tours got canceled. We were like, nah, that shit they ain't gonna cancel no tours if it's not a big deal. And then boom, that's when they said the world, like they said in LA, there was a curfews. You couldn't go to restaurants out in public with no mask on, no vaccine. At the time, the vaccines was like big. So like no vaccines, no, you know what I'm saying? And we were just like, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Like Oklahoma don't seem that bad, like as bad compared to that.
Yeah.
So we were like, if we're gonna get locked down anywhere, might as well be here with family. And we just never went back to LA.
That shit definitely came out of nowhere. We were on the way to South by that year. That was supposed to be the first time we ever went.
Oh
they canceled
shit,
it
for
like
real?
when we were on the
Yeah,
way.
bro. That was some bullshit. The ones that we had lined up, luckily enough, we got like head notice. Like they were just like, hey, so let you know, it might not go as planned.
Yeah.
And we were like, fuck, bro. So little by little, they was getting canceled.
See, we went to Dallas.
Yeah.
We were in Dallas for like 3 days, and then we were supposed to go to Austin from Dallas.
Yeah.
And we ended up just coming back to the crib because everything was.
Bro, that shit was so, man, I'm telling you, it felt like the world was about to end. I was just like, this is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is wild. And we had just got a bag too, so we was like, what the fuck, bro? Like this, like why at the wrong time? And at the time, it felt like everything was happening at the wrong time, but looking back, I'm like, it was a blessing in disguise for sure.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I feel like I wasn't fully prepared for that lifestyle, bro. Even as far as a person and as an artist. So from then till now, it definitely gave me like a lot of time to prepare in different areas in my life for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't. I mean, because if all that would have went to plan, y'all would have been on a different.
Yeah, we definitely would have, bro.
playing field.
Yeah, and that either could have been a good thing or a bad thing. You know, because I'm real big on everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? So maybe like it just wasn't the right time for sure.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact, you know, the world changes every time, like every day. And in the music industry, certain things that would have worked then wouldn't work now. Certain things, if you would have did certain things then, it would have get brought up now and it would have affected you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that if I would have boomed at that time, maybe my run wouldn't have been that long. It would have been cut short like that.
Yeah.
So it's like now I know what to do, what not to do, how to move, how not to move. So yeah, bro, that's why I feel like it was like a blessing in disguise for sure.
Okay, for sure. So I mean, I want to just kind of, you know, how do you feel like you guys were perceived in the city at that time? Because I mean, I feel like there was mixed, you know what I mean, opinions. Like, you know, some people were hip to it, some people were,
Yeah.
like, you know, there's just internet shit. Like, there was like, you know.
Yeah, like, I don't know, bro, because like I said, I've always dealt with that since the beginning, since I first started making, because like, it was always like, I would always hear the old heads talking shit about me, just saying this and that, and then the kids in my school, they would make posts saying, oh man, his music sucks, and I was always quick to be like, all right, well, then meet up in the comments, and there was a lot of times where that shit really did happen, you know, like I fought over music, and that's not really professional. That's childish. Now that I look back at it, at the time it wasn't. But like now, if I was to do that, that's kind of like that's dumb. Okay, that's cool. You think my music sucks? I appreciate it though. I appreciate you checking it out. But yeah, I mean, I've always dealt with like criticism and people saying this and that. But it's just like you should really just come with it, bro. Like really come with the game, cause you'd be surprised, like how many people would go to him and saying, "Hey, you don't need him. Like you sound good without him," or people coming up to me telling me that, and it's always like we always both tell them like, "Nah, y'all tripping, bro." Like you know what I'm saying? Like in many ways, he made me and I made him as far as artists. So it's like, yeah, we didn't really pay attention too much.
I guess my question is like, do you feel like you guys got the respect that, you know, you deserved for what you guys were able to do that, you know, nobody has really been able to do out of
That's a good ass question.
City?
Fuck no. Like in all honesty, fuck no. Cause like if you look back at what me and Pwap did, the heights that we've reached, the goals that we've accomplished, we got a lot more hate from the city than any artist if they would have done that now. You know, like for example, like if Gang Ty June, everything he does, he gets praised for it, as he should. You know what I mean? Like that's when someone is accomplishing as much as Gang Ty June, they deserve to get their flower. They deserve to get that love. You know, they deserve to just get that recognition, period. But when we did that, it was just like, oh, excuses, basically saying like, oh, he got there because of this, or this because of this, or this because of this. And it was never more just like, you got it, bro. You did it, like we're proud of you. It was never that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people were definitely, they didn't see what the rest of the world seen in us. So they were just waiting for somebody else to break through so they could give them, because they're already too far deep into hating. We can't turn back now, you know, like we already said all this shit. We've already talked about them to other people. We can't turn back now. So I think that's why we never got the love that we deserved, because we also did feed into it a little bit. You know what I mean? We knew, because we know how shit works, bro. When you get people talking and you keep them talking, you keep yourself known. So when people talk shit about us, we'd be quick to be like, we clown their ass, bro. Like we should start clowning. We'd go live, we post videos and just keep clowning, and it worked. And people didn't like that. So, you know, like I said, they was already too deep into hating. The more we were accomplishing, they were just, they couldn't turn back. There was no way they could, because the damage was already done. So now for artists now, I think a lot of people are more cautious about what they say, because they're like, okay, you know, I don't want to give my opinions now and then have to change them later because, you know, they're getting better. So yeah, bro, we definitely, we definitely didn't get the love that we deserved at all. Even to this day, I still don't think we do. Like even as far as me, like people would always say like, you the hardest Mexican rapper. What that mean? I'm the only Mexican rapper in the city. So what that mean? You know what I mean? Like, name another artist. If you could name two artists that's done as much as me, let me hear it. You can't. You can name one other artist, but not two.
Yeah.
Not even 3, 4, 5, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So just for somebody to say, you're the hardest Mexican rapper, I feel like they downplaying me. They trying to put me in a box and keep me in that box. And it's like, nah. I know I'm the hardest Mexican rapper, but it's like, you don't gotta say that. You can just say you the hardest rapper. You know what I mean? Like just, you know what I mean? And that's why I was always so keen to like changing my style, because I feel like if I get stuck in that Mexican rapper box, that's all I'm gonna be. It's just a Mexican rapper, and I'm not gonna be an artist or a rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel like that's maybe plays into it though? The fact that you don't, you know, if you were full, you know, Chicano riding, you know, low riders down 29th, then, you know what I mean? Like they might, then, you know, versus being in a group with, obviously, you know, Pwap, I think is he half Hispanic? Or
yeah, I mean, he got some black,
he looks black
in him.
You know
yeah, he got some Mexican in him. Yeah,
he looks black. So you think that played into it?
You mean as far as like my community, like if they would have showed more love and shit? Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, for sure. Because like, I feel like the Mexican community, bro, they're like real. They criticize a lot, especially when it comes to rap. If you don't fit a certain description, if you don't rap the way they rap, dress the way they dress, look the way they look, bro, you're automatically not Mexican enough. When half of them ain't never even lived in Mexico. I've lived in Mexico. You know what I mean? I've been in the fucking trenches for real, bro. You know what I mean? Like I lived in Mexico. I lived in a little town, literally across the border. Immigrants will run through my backyard damn near every week, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I lived the real Mexican life, bro. My family is full of gangsters, essays, cholos, like all of that, bro. So it's like for y'all to even say I'm not Mexican enough, or the Mexican culture don't want to like accept me. It's cool. Most of y'all ain't even lived that life, bro. Yeah, you got Mexican running through your blood, but like, do you really know what it fully feels like to be Mexican? You know what I mean? Like I don't believe the discrimination, racism in Mexico, all that, bro. Like for y'all to say I'm not Mexican enough, that's cool. Just because of the way I dress and the way I talk and the way I make music, that's cool. But I mean, if that keeps me from being locked in the box, that's even better. It's even better. Because now, you know what I'm saying, I'd rather be compared to the greats. And
I mean, anytime you're only catering to one group of people, it's gonna limit you, you know?
Yeah, and that's one thing, like, I noticed a lot, bro, with like Mexican rap. Because a lot of Mexican rappers is just like LA style. You know what I mean? It's all that Cali style. And it's cool, it sound hard, but it's like you just limiting yourself. And I'll be damned, bro, if I limit myself with anything.
Did anybody ever trip on you saying the N-word?
You know what's crazy about that, bro, is the people that did was Mexicans. More than the black community, bro. Like, as soon as like a Mexican page would share my music and shit, saying like, hey, check out this Mexican rapper, he's the hardest in Oklahoma City. Every Mexican in the comments would be like, did he just say the N-word? Did he just do, you know what I'm saying? Like they were always coming at me. But then you see the black folks in the comments saying, well, shit, if y'all don't want to accept them, we'll accept them. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy, bro. But I think the reason why a lot of black folks didn't really like trip on me like that was because I'm not just some random ass Mexican saying the N-word. You know what I mean? I'm not in a music video with a bunch of Mexicans saying the N-word. You know, like I actually have black homies. I actually grew up in a hood where it's black and Mexicans. The schools that I went to, majority blacks and Mexicans. So I was already known by a lot of people from different groups. And I feel like in Oklahoma, it's so much different than any other city in any other state. You know what I'm saying? Like here, we're so like together, bro. Like, you know, it's like in other states, hoods is segregated. Like, you know, the blacks stay with the blacks, the Mexicans stay with the Mexicans, the Asians stay with the Asians. So for people like those states to hear our lingo, they'll be like, what the fuck? Like y'all letting that shit slide? And especially at the time too, bro, because what you said wasn't that, you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't get canceled for it. And so I never got hate from it. But the more that I was coming up, the more my manager was telling me like, hey, you need to chill out because you're gonna get canceled for that.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, to me, it was like, it's just a word. Like, my homies, we all say it. Growing up, we've said it. But you know, I was young and naive. I didn't really like think behind, like I looked at it as just a word, but I didn't really think too far deep into like the history in it, really, for real. And you know, I guess the more mature I got, the more I was just like, okay, that's fucked up. You know, I do need to stop saying that. It's not like it's an addiction where I just gotta say the word. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, fuck, bro. Like I need to say it right now. You know what I mean? like shit. Like so it was kind of like, but since I grew up saying it with me and my homies, it was kind of like, okay, I slip up every now and then, but it's like, okay, now I need to show respect and not just be selfish and be like, but this hard. You know what I mean? Like I know my intentions behind it. But it's like, nah, bro, it don't really work like that. You know, if that's not your history, you don't feel the same way that they feel. And even as far as like connecting within the industry, as soon as you get canceled, bro, you're fucked. You know what I mean? Like you're fucked. You can't work with this person. You can't work with this person. Work with this person because this person got offended. This person got offended. It don't matter if this person didn't get offended. This person got offended, and that's all that matters. So yeah, I definitely cut that from all my music, my lingo, all that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely got more bullshit from the Mexicans than anything.
Okay, for sure. So let's kind of get into the, you know, after y'all dropped Apply Pressure, you guys kind of took a hiatus. It felt like pretty quick after that.
Man, yeah, because with COVID, bro, I had already was going through some shit. So I was like trying to take a break. And I was telling my managers and I was telling Pwap, I was like, hey, you know, like going through some shit. You know, if y'all want to go ahead and start dropping music, just you Pwap, like on our channel, go ahead and do that so we can keep the ball rolling. I don't want to hold you back. I don't want to fuck with what we got going, the motion that we just got back. But COVID had really like sent me back like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I wanted to take a break. They was like, nah, we're not doing that. They didn't want to let Pwap drop music. So it was like, we'll just wait for you. And I was like, fuck, bro. So during COVID, you know, after a few months, they were like, fuck it, we need you in the studio now. And I'm like, fuck, bro, I barely got bread. You know, all this bread that I had to buy a spa. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of like sending me back.
Yeah.
And so we started working on the tape. And while we was working on it, I didn't really fuck with a lot of my shit. You know what I mean? And cause I think we was working on it was the deluxe, right?
Yeah, that dropped in like
during
June
COVID,
right?
Yeah, cause I think Blood Pressure dropped before COVID, and then the deluxe dropped during COVID. So we was working on the deluxe
during
during COVID, yeah.
Okay.
Cause I think it was called the Isolation Pack.
Yeah.
So corny ass man, but but we was during that, bro. I was like, man, fuck, I don't fuck with none of these songs. Like, you know, like this, like, y'all sure y'all don't want to just take a break? And it was like, nah. So, boom, we ended up losing our studio, and we lost our studio. Then the videographer that we was working with, he wasn't really fucking with us on shooting videos anymore, and it was just kind of like, we're not fucking with us, but like, I don't know, like shit was just dead. Like everything felt like it was just going wrong. Like we wasn't shooting the videos no more. We lost our studio. We lost a whole other project that we had, and it was just like shit was going bad. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I need to take a break, bro. Like this is too much shit already. Like you know, COVID already fucked us up. We lost the studio, lost music. We're not shooting videos no more, and it's just kind of like, nah, bro. I need to stop for right now. So that's really like how that shit went about.
Yeah, because when I met Pwap, you were I didn't meet you for like 2 years after I met Pwap.
I'm telling you,
maybe longer than that, really.
I was out the way, bro. Cause like not even just because I didn't want to do music no more, but just because I've already dealt with a lot of shit in the industry, and I've seen a lot of true cutters with people, got into with people. Like if you knew me, bro, in the music industry at the time, I was a knucklehead, bro. I was ready to fight this DJ. I was ready to fight this videographer. This, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just on it, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I was the type like, okay, you act funny, I'm gonna call you out on it, and how we go about that is how we go about it. But I got tired of that, bro. I'm just like, man, I'm tired of popping out here, seeing this people, and then talking out here, and I'm just like, I'm cool, bro. Like, I need to take a break from all this shit. Cause I've been dealing with this since I was fucking 17, and I'm only 20 years old, 21. Like, yeah, bro. So that really is why, like, I just disappeared, cause I'm like, fuck that shit, bro. And I was just really just taking trips here and there, like, just fucking enjoying the money that I had. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, for sure. So,
but Pwap was definitely popping out everywhere, though.
Facts.
He was
Doing
all over.
features
Yeah, I was seeing him. He was everywhere, bro. Like, he was popping up at every show, the clubs and all that. But me, yeah, I was just like, nah, I'm cool, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So I've seen you address it, you know, a little bit. Or, you know, I guess opinions coming from people. And so I want to ask you straight up, do you feel like you fell off?
And see, that's the question I always ask everybody. I'm like, what you think? Do you think I fell off? And I always get different answers. I don't believe in falling off. Yeah, maybe you did a little bit. And it's like, I definitely feel like I don't have that same motion as I did before. Cause I'm telling you, I used to have people interacting with all my shit. But it's crazy though, because as far as social media, I definitely fell off from social media. Cause you know, with social media, you gotta stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? And then with views on YouTube, definitely fell off of that too. So it's like, at the end of the day, I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I did fall off. But once you reach those heights, that's a high you don't forget. Once you feel that high, bro, you don't forget it at all. And that's something you crave when you fall off. So I feel like it's different from someone that has never experienced that and they have an idea of what it feels like to be up here.
But when you've been there, it doesn't feel
But when
so far
you've been
away.
there, yeah, when you've been there, you know what it feels like. You don't have an idea because you've actually felt it. So now, falling off and being where I'm at now, that high is still there. It's like I'm fiending for it. So it's like, yeah, cool. I fell off, but it's like, I'm like a junkie, bro. I need to get that high. I need to get high like that again. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, like, I fell off for sure. But it just makes that craving for it even better, bro. And I'm thankful for it because it's like I said, everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Every boss takes a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely gotta know what that feels like. If you ask a millionaire, you ask some type of someone that has their own business, like successful business, ask them how many losses they've taken. And I bet you they got handfuls of them, bro. So it's like, yeah, for sure fell off. But ask me, like a year from now, I bet you that shit's gonna be different.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's, you're getting back into it, the last, like 6 months or so probably, maybe like a year. You've been back making music?
I really would say, like, I'm not gonna lie, probably like since November.
Okay.
Cause I've had music, but I ain't gonna lie, bro, I trashed a lot of that shit. But since November is when it's kind of like, I really got into that shit, for sure.
Yeah, and it feels like you kind of switched the sound up again a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I've heard like some unreleased shit, and
Yeah, I found a sound that fits me, but I still like to be spontaneous with sounds. I still like to try different things. So, but I found a sound that fits me and that I could do consistently, back to back. But I like to switch it up. So with this tape that I got, bro, it definitely got all kinds of shit. And that can either be a good thing or a bad thing, but it's for sure it's gonna catch a lot of attention. And it's gonna show people what makes me stand out than the ordinary rapper, for sure.
Cause this is a solo tape, right? That you're...
Yeah, it's a solo tape. I might fuck around and have like 3 features. Cause I got Too Fat that I'm trying to get on there. He just hit me back today about sending me a verse. I got Pwap on there, which I know people been waiting to hear, like what a new Pwap and a N7 song sounds like. So people are definitely gonna love that shit, cause that has everything that you would expect from a song from me and him.
Thanks.
The energy, the lyrics, the fucking the beat. It's all there. And then I got one other feature. I don't want to say who it is just yet, just because you wouldn't expect it. You know what I mean? He's not well known. He got some motion.
Yeah.
He got some motion, but he's not a rapper. He's not a singer. It's some shit, bro. It's some shit for sure. Like you definitely wouldn't expect it at all. But I want to keep that within the just like quiet for right now, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. So, I mean, you got like timetables. I mean, what are you thinking as far as putting out music?
The tape really done, bro. I got 20 songs right now, hard, that I'm confident about. They're just going through the mix and mastering process right now, and then the purchasing of the beats.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of hard to really say a date because I still make new sounds, and I'm like, fuck, I want to switch this out. Cause in the project that I got right now, it has so many different sounds. So I'm trying to figure out what fits. Cause some shit sounds like it could be in a whole nother project with just that same sound. But I also want to keep some of that just to tease people and show them like, hey, my range is not just rap. I could really do a lot more than that. And I guess I want to show not just people, but the labels as well. Like, there's a lot more potential in me than meets the eye. You know what I mean? Like, if I could rap, I could name 10 harder rappers than me in the city. But can they do with this other shit like me and actually sound good? You know what I'm saying? Because you could be versatile, but is it gonna sound good every single time? Probably not. Sometimes it sounds corny when you go from rapping to I guess some singing shit, some smooth shit, some vibe shit. But as far as me, fuck no. All that shit is hard, bro. Like, you just wouldn't expect it. So I want to show labels like, you know, because when labels see that you could do a lot more than just rap, bro, yeah. They'll put you in rooms with writers that write for fucking Kanye West, Drake, and I'm not scared to work with writers, you know what I mean? Because it takes a true talented artist to actually recreate what a writer is putting down on fucking sheet and paper. You know what I mean?
Drake all the time, but like,
you see what I'm saying? Like if you give the same writer that wrote something for Drake with another artist from here, they probably won't sound as good or come close to that. You know what I mean? So it takes some type of talent, bro, to recreate what a writer is giving you. And so I'm kind of with this tape, I want to have some of that shows that I can do that. I could sell out big ass events, not just fucking the Tower. You know what I mean? Like just rapping and shit. Like, nah, I could do a lot more. Yeah, for sure.
So that's kind of where you feel like you put yourself in like that, like Kanye type of space. I mean, I know I've seen you say that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Cause man, bro, I'm telling you, like if I could be in the studio 24/7, bro, if I could have the studio in my crib, bro, the shit that I would put out would be fucking insane. Like, I could definitely do a lot more than people expect. So that's why I tell people, like, you might have an idea of what my project sounds like, but you have no fucking clue. Not yet, at all.
All right, so I got a few things that we kind of skipped over that I just wanted to ask you about. First off, that you reposted every couple months that picture of you in the mirror. I mean, you look high as fuck. I don't know if you are or not, but and like all the weed, like
man, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Pages
that
and stuff I always posted, like, yeah, that meme.
You know what's crazy, bro? The reason why I took that picture was because I actually recreated that picture. So it wasn't while I was high. I came back from LA one day and I was like, let me just do this real quick. And I just photoshopped some shit. But the reason why I took that, bro, was because, so I had came to visit Oklahoma for a little bit, and I ended up booking a late flight to go to LA to go back. And I was looking at the time and I was like, man, it's late as fuck. You know, my sleeping schedule's already gonna be fucked up because, you know, the time difference. And I was like, man, when I get there, I'm not gonna be able to sleep, and it's 2 a.m. Fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna ask Pwap if I could hit his blunt. Cause I don't smoke. You know what I mean? At the time I had quit smoking. And so I was like, all right, when I get there, I'm gonna just hit the blunt, cause he always has weed. Pwap always had weed. So I was like, when I get there, I'm gonna just hit a blunt, I'm gonna just pass out, and that's it, I'm cool, I'll be straight. When I get there, no fucking weed. They ain't had no weed, and it threw me off, cause I'm like, man, bro, like the one time I needed you to have weed, you ain't had nothing. And one of the other homies was there, and they was hitting dabs back to back. And I was like, okay, they hitting it back to back, like it ain't shit. So I'm like, if I just hit like a little bit, of, you know, just a little bit, maybe I'd be cool, I'd be straight. Just go to sleep. They're like, yeah, bro, you be good. Just take a small amount and you be straight. Boom. So I'm over there hitting it, bro. I'm talking about, I'm inhaling like a motherfucker. Yeah. And then I'm like, man, ain't nothing coming out. So I just get up. Big ass cloud of smoke just comes out, bro. And they didn't even warn me nothing. The whole time they was laughing. Cause they knew what was going on. They knew like what was finna happen. I get up, bro, big ass cloud just comes out and it hits me like a jab. Boom! I'm like, oh shit. I walk to the restroom, bro. I'm looking in the mirror, and I was probably in the restroom for like 10 minutes. Just looking in the mirror. Focusing on my heartbeat. Shit didn't feel no real. I felt like I was on crack. I was just like, bro, this no fucking way. Then I walk out, bro. The whole room is just moving. I lay down and I'm sunken into the bed, bro, and I'm just looking at them, and they still hitting it back to back, and I'm like, nah, bro. Y'all, what the fuck did y'all just get me? And I was gone the whole day, bro. And I remember I was ignoring phone calls from the girl that I was dating at the time, my mom, everybody trying to check in, make sure that I got home safe. I'm ignoring everything, bro. Then I look on I pick up my phone, I try to look up how to get high. And I'm forgetting everything that I'm reading, bro. And I seen something that said, I think it says 48 hours straight, or it said something like, or a week. And for some reason, my mind processed, you about to be high for a whole week. And I put my phone down, I wanted to cry, bro. And I'm like, no, bro. There's no way I'm finna ignore everybody for a whole fucking week. Like, it was bad, bro. So I just kept talking shit about weed the whole time after that. Like I was just like, I'm never picking up weed again. I'm cool on that. Like I'm straight. And whenever I came back to Oklahoma, I was just like, man, we just created a meme, bro. I didn't think it was gonna do like that though.
Yeah.
And it just went ridiculous, bro. Like to this day, I still see it. And it's been like 4 years since I put that shit out. 4 or 5 years, something like that. Yeah, I don't know, but that shit was funny as hell.
For
bro.
sure.
Like I still see that everywhere.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even know that's me. They'll be like, what the fuck, bro, that's you? And I'll be like, yeah.
No, that's crazy. You definitely got a moment. I feel like you get the internet.
Talking like a motherfucker.
You said what?
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I feel like you get the internet. Like you're good.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, for sure. Like I know how. Cause I'm saying like I don't spend a lot of time on the internet, but I peep what works and what doesn't. And you know, shit like that, people love entertainment. And you know, I think that's something like heavily important as an artist. You gotta learn how to market yourself. You know what I mean? Cause at the end of the day, people that are buying your tickets, they're buying it for you. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't feel like they can relate to you, or they don't feel like you entertain them enough, they not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna want to go out and see you. If you can learn to make people fall in love with you, whatever you put out, they gonna love it too because they love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I learned, bro. And I was always like this class clown. I've always this person that like to dress differently. And so I learned to use that to my advantage in a way, because I'm like, man, if I could have people fall in love with me because I'm funny, because I know how to dress, or I know how to do this and I know how to do that, it don't matter what I put out, they gonna like that shit. Because I know a lot of artists that fucking suck ass, but I fuck with them. So like once, you know, when I fuck with you and then I hear the music, I'm like kind of like, that shit kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? Like other people might not fuck with it, but I kind of fuck with it. But it might be ass, but I fuck with it because I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that, bro. You just gotta, if you can get people tapped into the type of person you are, whatever you put out, bro. It's kind of like with clothing too. Like, I don't know if you notice, like a lot of YouTubers, when they put shit out, it could be like a blank hoodie with just like a little small ass logo for fucking $60. And people are gonna buy that shit. Why? Because they love the YouTuber. They love the person. When you love the person, whatever they put out, they gonna fuck with it, bro.
That's what I have a homie that, you know, we do clothes stuff, and
Yeah.
I tell them all the time, like, people not buying the clothes, they're buying what you're selling beyond the clothes, and you know, the whole
way beyond the clothes. People don't, a lot of people that don't really like look deep into these things, they're not gonna see that.
Thanks.
But when you do, then you start realizing how you not taking advantage of people, but like how far you can take it for sure. And like you could literally put out some bullshit and people will fuck with it, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like people love me, bro. And I think that's why I was booming when I first came out, because like a lot of people just fucked with me. Like I knew everybody from different hoods and shit. So when I started putting music out, they're like, man, I know him. You know, like the shit that he's saying that he was doing in the hood, he really was doing that, because like we know him.
Yeah. And
so I think that's why I started booming. But I just started like, you know, doing a little research here and there, and it's just like, yeah, if I keep playing with the internet the way that I do, whatever I put out, they're gonna fuck with it regardless.
Sure. So speaking of taking advantage of people, you told Jeremy at the Past the Ox, I know y'all did like a little quick interview. Diddy hit you up. What
Man, boy,
was that about?
That shit is wild, ain't it?
Crazy.
Yeah, it was when we was living in LA. I remember I woke up one day and someone sent me a message. They're like, hey, bro, Diddy just followed you. I was like, man, that's some bullshit, whatever. I don't even pay attention to it. But then I started thinking about the email that I got from WorldStar, and I'm like, nah, let me not ignore this, bro, because that's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, I mean, I didn't hear no about allegations about him. I just know that he popping, bro.
Yeah,
he worked with
biggest,
fucking Biggie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild. And so I go on my follow and it says, P. Diddy followed you. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like when the fuck this happened? Like that's crazy, bro. I go on live and I'm like, yeah, but does P. Diddy follow you? Does P. Diddy follow you? You know, it's like he follows me. He knows who I am. I'm turning up, bro. And I'm like, this is crazy. You know, I hate my managers on like, hey, bro, P. Diddy just followed me. Like, this is crazy. And then I didn't know about message requests. And it said unsent the message or whatever the fuck. And so I was just like, okay, what the fuck? Didn't really pay too much attention to that, whatever. And he was following me for like some months, bro, like for a minute. And then one day he just unfollowed me, and I was just like, okay, that's crazy. I think I sent him a message too, saying like, I don't know what the fuck I said, but you know, thankfully enough, he didn't follow me back because I'm cool on them parties, bro. That ain't my type of parties. I'm straight. But that shit was crazy for the moment though. That even just people like him knew who I was.
Nice.
Like that showed me that a lot more people might know who I am than I even know.
A lot. I feel like people don't realize how tapped in people are.
Yeah,
you know
for real. Just like we're tapped in with like a lot of music from different people. Like they the same way, bro.
Thanks.
For all we know, fucking Drake might know one of us or something, and he just ain't never reached out because we haven't reached that height yet.
Thanks.
Cause I know a few big artists knew of me, like Tyga, Mozzie, Snoop Dogg, you know, shit like that. Like they knew, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if they knew me, who the fuck else does? And that's the crazy part. It's just that you don't know until you get put in the same room as them, and that's when it's like, it's gonna feed your ego for sure, for sure, bro, for sure. Cause then you just like, man, I'm here, bro. That's crazy. I'm here, bro. Like he know. All right, yeah, bet for sure. We best friends now.
No, I feel you. I mean, we don't pop it like that, but there's a couple people following the page.
You see what I'm saying,
yeah,
bro?
No,
that shit,
I get it. Like
it gets you like, you're like, it really motivates you for real. Cause you're like
damn, it's not that.
Yeah, like I could let down a lot of people because these people see potential in what we got going on. And if I give up right now, I'm not only letting down myself and my people, but I'm letting down the people out there that look up to me that I haven't got the chance to meet just yet. You know what I mean? Because you're going to meet your supporters one day or another.
Facts.
And it's just like, there's a lot more out there, a lot more support out there than you even think, bro. You probably got like people older than you looking up to you. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part. When you see people that have experienced life for a lot longer than you have telling you like you inspired me, that's a whole different feeling, bro, for sure. So it's like, yeah, giving up, bro, that's not even part of the plan. Fuck no.
For sure. So the other thing, what do you feel like is missing in Oklahoma City as far as the music is concerned? I mean, I know we talked about it kind of, you know, from when you started, obviously it's a lot different. You know, there's a lot more stuff going on, but what do you feel like is still
artists?
You feel like there's not enough artists?
We have a lot of rappers. We have a lot of singers, but not artists. When you look at an artist, bro, when you think of an artist, you think of someone that's creative. When you look at one, you're like, that's an artist. You know what I mean? Like, you put this artist next to somebody else and you could tell which one's the artist and which one ain't. And I feel like that's what's missing, bro. It's people, not too many people are willing to step out their comfort zone and stand out completely. Because that's what catches people's attention. Like, for example, 6ix9ine. He was rocking rainbows, bro, and 6ix9ines all over him. If you didn't know who he was and he was standing next to somebody else, that's an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fucking artist, because at the end of the day, being an artist is a lot more than just music, bro. And it's your image. And if you can learn how to work that, you're gonna catch a lot of attention. 100%. And I think that's what's missing, is just everybody's the same. Everybody's dressing the same, everybody's sounding the same, moving the same, talking the same, like it's just nobody is different right now. And that's what's missing. It's just an artist, bro. Because you can call yourself an artist, but are you really, for sure? Like, are you really? Yeah, I know you make music, but are you an artist for real? You know what I mean? And I think that's what's missing, bro. Because there's too many people that you could compare with each other. Like, oh, I know 10 of you, I know 5 of you, I know 6 of you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
The second you could get to the point where it's like, I think I know one other you. I might not though. You might be the only one. That's when you're like, yeah, that's a fucking artist. That's when you could call yourself a fucking artist. Cause then it's like, you're different. So that's what I feel like is missing right now. The second people start being different is when the rest of the world's gonna catch on for sure.
Okay. You think that is ever gonna be a reunion? Pwap N7, you think another tape, something like that?
Yeah, for sure. People think just because we don't make music, I wouldn't say we don't make music because we got music together. Just because we don't pop out together, we don't drop music together still, that we just don't fuck with each other. That's still my dog, bro. Like that's like we lived with each other. We done been through so much shit with each other. We done accomplished so much with each other, bro. That's literally my dog to the fucking grave. You would never hear me speaking ill on him. And I would like to believe that I would never hear the same from him. Like I couldn't imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen him stand up for me when I wasn't there. Because other people vouched for it. And not even coming out of his mouth, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've heard other people saying like, man, bro, Wap just almost got into a bro right here because they still saying this and this about you. And I'm like, damn, that's hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I've done the same for him. So it's like, bro, there's no way in hell people should ever think that me and him are never gonna drop something together again. Cause I still wanna do N7 and Pwap, bro. I just wanna get myself to the point where, to a height where I could just be like, come on, bro. Again, you know what I mean? Because right now it's to where it's like I don't have that motion still. I don't have that leverage still. But if I could get myself to that point, just like I was once before with him, all I gotta say is, hey, come on, bro, let's go. Because I've done that before. You know, at the time I had something going for myself. I was popping, and all I did was just, come on, bro, let's get it. And right now I can't say, come on, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could, but it's not gonna be as great as it was before. Yeah. But if I put myself, if I grind hard and I do what I gotta do, it's gonna happen for myself. And then I could be like, come on, Wap, let's get it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But no, it's definitely gonna happen again for sure. And it's gonna be a lot greater than it was before. This yeah. When people hear the song that we got together, bro, it's just gonna be a taste of like what's to come. And it's gonna be something great. For sure.
Dope. Well, I mean, we've been, I don't know, I think we're like an hour and a half deep, maybe a little bit more than that. So I don't want to, take up too much of your time.
For sure.
I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you, brother.
Coming through, excited to hear the, new music you got coming. Like I said, I heard a little bit of it, but, excited to see see everybody else, get to hear it. And
it's going to be great, bro. It's going to be a change in the weather. They going to feel it, bro. As soon as I drop some shit, they don't even gotta know it. They just walk outside and they're like, oh, shit. He dropped some shit today. He had to, because motherfucker it feels so good today. And it's gonna be great, bro. It's gonna be something, especially because now the industry within the music is a lot bigger now, and it's a lot more support. So when that happens, bro, it's gonna be a lot of popping for sure.
For sure, I'm excited for
a lot of networking too.
Facts, cause I mean.
A lot more to talk about too.
That too, but I mean, it helps everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime anybody's doing good, it pulls everything else up just by default.
They're gonna be like, where we get this information from?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, okay, we know he dropped some music, but look, where can we get this information from this and this? And it's just like once y'all in everybody's face, bro. Yeah. And I know it's gonna inspire a lot more people to drop too. Cause I feel like the
that's really what I mean is like,
it feels dead right now.
It's been feeling dead.
For a minute, bro, and I just been itching like to drop some shit. Cause I'll tell you, I got like a shitload of songs, but 20 hard songs for this tape that I'm ready just to put out.
For sure. Yeah. Well, shit. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
This your boy N7, Mr. Big West in the motherfucking building, and I'm giving you the old motherfucking K.